Hi, my name is Haley, and I did my vitamin and mineral presentation on selenium. The dietary reference intake for selenium is 55 micrograms for both men and women. This chart displays the DRIs for both males and females from birth to 6 months to 51 or plus years, which are equivalent throughout all stages. It also shows the DRI for females during pregnancy and lactation and how they increase. The main function of selenium is to work together with vitamin E to break down the free radicals produced during exercise, primarily long distance or duration exercise. Free radicals are molecules that have an unpaired electron, allowing them to freely cause damage to other cells and cell parts through oxidation due to their highly reactive state. Selenium is also important for maintaining proper thyroid and immune function as well. Selenium is classified as an essential nutrient and therefore must be obtained through the diet. Selenium is richest in seafood and organ meats. However, since the American diet does not contain a considerable amount of organ meats, such as the heart and tongue, the American population obtains selenium mainly through breads and grains, meat, poultry, and fish and eggs. The amount of selenium in plant-based foods depends on the amount of selenium in the soil, as well as other factors of the soil, such as geographic location and its impacts on pH and organic matter within the soil. Since animals eat plants, this does have a small effect on the amounts of selenium in the animals. This chart contains certain foods and servings and the amount of selenium in micrograms per serving, as well as their percent daily values. For example, 1 ounce of Brazil nuts in the top row has 544 micrograms per serving, which is 777% of an individual's daily amount. Selenium deficiencies are rare in the United States. However, they have been seen around other countries throughout the world, such as China. In certain parts of China, diets are primarily vegetarian or vegan, and with low selenium levels in the soil, individuals could become deficient and develop Keyshawn disease, which is a form of viral cardiomyopathy due to the suboptimal selenium intake. Kidney dialysis also plays a role in deficiency, as hemodialysis removes selenium from the blood, and the patient also has dietary restrictions. Toxicity of selenium, also called selenosis, occurs by going past a tolerable upper intake level, as seen in the chart. For both men and women, the tolerable upper intake level for selenium is 400 micrograms. Early onset indications of toxicity are garlic odor in the breath or metallic taste in the mouth. The most common clinical signs are hair and or nail loss and brittleness. My research article was titled "The Impact of Intensive Physical Therapy on Selenium States," and the study objective was to determine the impact of that physical activity on the selenium status within the blood. It was held at a military facility and incorporated 3 months of basic training. 15 recruitment soldiers was the population, and there were 14 males and 1 woman, and they ranged from 19 to 26 years old. Exercise regimen and dietary intake served as the independent variables and were designated to the recruitment soldiers. And so the selenium levels and status was the purpose and therefore the dependent variables. So how the study worked, the recruitments were physically active for 6 hours per day, 5 days per week, and in the middle of their basic training, they had a severely strenuous military exercise, and samples of whole blood were taken in the beginning of the 3 months of basic training, in the middle, right after that severely strenuous exercise, and then at the end. There was also a control group that included 28 males, which ranged from the ages of 18 to 27 years old, but they weren't engaged in military training and they did not live on military facilities. So the results, the blood selenium increased with the arduous physical activity due to the oxidative stress after the second blood sampling. However, there was an overall decrease at the end of the 3 months of basic training because the needs increased, which led to a slow decrease in the selenium pool within the blood. Plasma selenium, however, increased due to the selenium in the blood was transferred to plasma and tissues. And then the strengths and limitations of this study, 2 soldiers withdrew from the study after the 2nd month. And that is it. Thank you.